confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's the Raiders going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. All right, here come the Houston Texans and Brock Osweiler. This Houston team for the second straight year, not only in the playoffs, they'll be playing at home in the first round of the playoffs. So much made about this quarterback situation. I don't know. Who would you start in the playoffs if you were the Houston Texans?
If Tom Savage was healthy, I would start Tom Savage because his connection with DeAndre Hopkins was evident during the time that he got to start. Brock Osweiler supposed to be the starter, but never could forge that great relationship with Hopkins, and you need him. He's the big play guy on the outside to open things up for Lamar Miller running the ball.
Watch it now, Barney!
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Osweiler. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now here's Shane Leckler on to punt it away to his longtime team, the Raiders. Travis Carey back deep for the Raiders. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. And here comes a man in Connor Cook who threw 71 touchdowns in 4 years at Michigan State, but no one had really seen him in the NFL until week 17 when he was out there for Matt McGloin.
In fact, one of his teammates said that was the first time he'd ever heard his voice in a huddle. It was week 17 when he came into the game. So they have to get to know each other in a quick way. But think of it this way, a great opportunity for Connor Cook and the Raiders, and maybe he can emulate what Houston did years ago with T.J. Yates as their quarterback when they did win a playoff game, and he was a third stringer.
Speaking of Houston, that's where they will go in the first round of the playoffs. Now a play fake here on first down, finding time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And Mr. Cooper Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When I watch Brian Cushing play, sometimes I feel like he's playing in the wrong era. Brian Cushing wanted to be back there when the men were men and just mixing it up. This guy lives to find ball carriers.
Third down now following the run.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now Cook. He's got time in the pocket. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Holding offense.
Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Urban. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Osweiler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They go play action with Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hopkins under 1,000 yards this season, well down from over 1,500 last year, but season finale signs of life, 123 in that affair.
So that's got to feel good to him. That's got to feel great to the Texans as a whole as they head into the playoffs. But the one stat that would trouble you, just 1 touchdown for DeAndre Hopkins since week 5.
Wow.
Can he have a breakout starting with the playoffs?
Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Carey. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing, Cook. Over the middle, Cooper with it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When teams draft a player, they have a big vision about how he fits in, what they expect from him. I'd have to say Amari Cooper's exceeded expectations for the Oakland Raiders. 2 straight years over 1,000 yards. He's going to the Pro Bowl again. He's as good as it gets in terms of young receivers in the NFL.
A product of Alabama, and in the first round of the playoffs, the top target for Houston, DeAndre Hopkins from Clemson. So they might have some words on the field. We'll see.
Yeah, they might talk about it a little bit right there in pregame.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, for Murray, only 5 carries in the Raiders' final game of the regular season, and his head coach, Jack Del Rio, to the media afterwards is like, well, he only got 5 carries? I think he wanted him to get a few more, but maybe he'll be well-rested.
I always love it when I hear the head coach do that after a game. I always think to myself, well, just click on the headset and tell the offense coordinator to run him a little bit
You're the
more.
boss.
I mean, you're in charge, right? But I do know this. The flip side now comes into play. He only got the 5 carries in the last regular season game. They don't have an open week, so now he gets a little bit of rest in that game, which should help him in the playoffs when they play next week.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. All of a 360. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
To throw now on 1st down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington. And 4th down coming up. So now on 4th down, the Raiders will turn it over to the left foot of Sebastian Janikowski. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler surveying the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keith Mumphrey that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They come out here in the eye. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down. And for Miller, probably fresh going into the playoffs. Had the ankle injury, but they said they were being cautious week 17. He was also out week 16. We'll see how he does come this week.
Still over 1,000 yards running for the season in 14 games. It was 1,073 to be precise. But what I'm eager to see is how will they use him as a pass receiver in the playoffs? He had 31 catches during the regular season. I would use him in the screen game. I'd swing him out there. Get him in space and let him have some one-on-ones downfield.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Now Osweiler on first down. Complete to Mumphrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make this a second and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing, Osweiler. Finding time. All kinds of time. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Now it's Osweiler. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Perry Riley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Houston in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle, down to the 25. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big run that time by Murray. 61 yards. So Murray shows off his speed and explosiveness.
Latavius Murray was not a guy that people thought was going to be a big-time producer in the NFL. Boy, was everyone wrong. This is exactly what he does. Often, Latavius Murray knows how to get to the open field and pay it off.
Last year, one of 7 guys to run for 1,000 yards, showing the ability to break off the long one. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brian Cushing, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Throwing, Cook. This will be caught just inside the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Cook. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got him with the lead. They begin with a run by Miller. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Counter. It's Miller. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Eight yards to go here on second down. They come out here in the eye. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Osweiler. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Right there. 54, right there.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Osweiler. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Pick it up.
Still second down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Osweiler on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And Novak's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points as a result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, as we sit on the eve of the playoffs, interesting note, first time since 2003 that both Super Bowl teams from the previous year have not made the playoffs. That leads me to this question. Who's the biggest underachieving team of this season?
Well, I would start with Carolina. They went 15-1 last year, and while they were the runner-ups in the Super Bowl, we fully expected them to make a run back towards it this year. I'd say also, if you stick with that, Arizona. Trendy preseason pick. They didn't make the playoffs. And Jacksonville was another trendy pick. They didn't make any move towards being a better football team. On the flip side, on the overside, Miami, they made the playoffs. I think Detroit, Tennessee both made great moves. And how about the Dallas Cowboys? Did anyone expect this season the #1 seed in the NFC?
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go.
Now Osweiler. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Carry on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Cook. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Throwing, Cook. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got time. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Crabtree with it over the middle. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Here's Wolford over the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Raiders will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Texans now late in the first quarter. Raiders have it late in the first half. The pass will be completed to the sideline. He ends up picking up a yard before heading out of bounds. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back over to Houston as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A toss to Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Now Cook. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards on the pickup. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure in the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Throwing, Cook. Holmes has got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And here we go on first and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey, you got three, 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it again with Miller. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19!
Now Osweiler on second down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Miller, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Play action. It's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 46 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Walford. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. They run with Murray, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards, but after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So out comes the field goal team once more from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They'll run with Miller, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. Room here to run. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch right, watch right. Let's get this. All right, here we go. 56.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. This is the running back, Blue. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Osweiler, and he's got it. Fedorowicz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Mario Edwards coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Murray, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Marquette King now, standing just about on his own goal line. This is brought in at the 21. He won't go down. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right?
He's got a man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malcolm Smith coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, Osweiler surveying the field. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Perry Riley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push them back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Green, 39!
On first down, Osweiler. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. 2nd and 10 now, Osweiler. He's got time, and he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They go play action here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Houston first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Osweiler to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Throwing again, Osweiler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Keith Mumphrey from 6 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Now Jones. A beautiful fake. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. Green, 39!
Now Cook. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
Throwing, Cook. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Finding time. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got time in the pocket, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Set, 3,
try again with the arm here on second down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Hey, you got three. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Holding, offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
To throw again. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
Check.
Still third down.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down.
Let's get off the field. Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw again. A right side catch by Crabtree. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Murray, the lone setback. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Now they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Now Jones. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Now a give. This is Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offensive unit called the TO. And now we are ready to resume play. Out is now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we'd get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Tried
man.
to go for 3.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime now for Osweiler. He's got time. It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First and 10, it's Osweiler. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Osweiler. Deep drop. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. All right, here we go.
Play action. It's Osweiler. And that's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Cook. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing, Cook. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They pitch it out to Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say, the ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Third down and 3.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3, we got 3. All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
This is Miller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. Now Carey. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Gun. They'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They go with Murray again. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of... And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.